Hello, my name is Caden. This is Castle Toolage, your home defense network. A lot of people have been asking me about my guns. I typically do not do tabletop reviews, but I am going to do it especially for you guys. My favorite gun that I have is this CZ75 P01 chambered in 9mm. It is a great little gun. The first time I ever had this thing, um, actually when I was testing for my California CCW, um, is I put one round in it, I chambered it, leveled it at the silhouette, and you know that little X thing that is in the center of the chest cavity? Obliterated it. It was the perfect shot, and it's just like I fell. I don't want to use that word. Um, it impressed upon me that it would be my go-to gun. Okay. Just a little bit about a CZ75 P01. This is a subcompact version. I'm not going to give out any of the the numbers on it because it's easily able to be looked up. The one thing I want to do is the CZ75. You're going to see an NSN number here. People are saying that some of these have NSN numbers and some do not. This particular one has it. What this means is that it's been tested by NATO and has been drugged through the mud and that kind of thing, and it passed all those tests. The the ones that do not have the NSN number are they change the spring for the release valve, the release button, okay? Slide release or slide catch, whatever you want to call it. And because of that, some will not have an NSN number on it. The other thing I want to talk about CZ is that you're going to see a little 2000, you can't see it on here, and I won't be able to get it. It's going to be 11. That means that it was manufactured in 2011. Excuse me, not going to re-edit this, okay? It is a nice, superb little gun. It is a Decocker. This is a CZ75 P01 BD model. The B is very specific because since CZ is a competition shooting gun, you need to know if it has a firing pin block or not. The competition shooting guns do not have a firing pin block because you have to lift one more mechanical thing out of the way, and it makes the trigger a little bit stiffer, if you will, if you want to call it that way. So you'll feel the notice of when you are slowly squeezing back the trigger, you're going to feel a little bit of something where the firing pin block is being taken out and firing, okay? What does the D mean? D means that it has a decocker on it. It is not an decocker on this thing. If it is a B variant only, it means that it can run in DASA, but it also has a cocked and locked 1911 style if you so choose. I no longer have any of those B variant onlys in my repertoire, if you will. Okay. The ergonomics of these guns, it feels right to me. It just feels so nice. Um, the added hole right here, so if you are in cold weather, you can get your gloves in there. This is squared off, all right? Back in the olden days, I was taught to shoot like this. So you have, see this right here? Better control of muzzle flip and recoil, okay? Now schools are not teaching that anymore, where they want you to be down here, and I think that's more of, instead of putting it here, sometimes you put it here, and when you have a lot of inexperienced people in a number of numbers, you are eventually going to have someone who's going to put your finger there and pull the trigger and cause some kind of a malfunction or accident, okay? One thing CZ is really known for is the slide. Some people do not like these slides. All right, there's not a lot of real estate there to grab on. So if you're doing malfunction drills, or however you choose to do it, you're not going to have that much real estate on there. But what CZ is actually saying is that it's lowering the center of gravity where you have, the phrase is escaping me right now, especially on striker fire guns. Okay, striker fire guns, your bore axis is going to be lower, so your weight's not going to be on top, it's going to be lower. And what CZ has done is that it has taken that and lowered the bore axis, if you will. Look, that Berettas are a bad example, but typically on, do I have anything else? No. Typically you're going to have more real, Glock. Think how big and blocky a Glock is. If you didn't know it was a striker fire gun and it had a hammer on it, the weight is going to be a little bit up here. Those are the basic workings of it. The DASA is going to be very specific, and this is also a half cock position. You can go full cock, half cock, and then all the way on the floor. Okay. When you do racket, you can decock it, goes to half cock, and then when your first fire comes out, you're going to go bam. The reset's going to be real nice. Goes to single action, listen for it, then you can fire again. Okay. Cleaning these things are a little bit more of a pain in the backside. You're going to have to get this nipple button out right here. And what you do is, I don't have my little soft hammer. What I do is I hammer it out. I usually will do it with this, not my knife. There it goes. And you're going to have to be back up a little bit. That's why I have my fingers up here. There's going to be a little line here and a little line there that you need to pair up to do that. Okay. Now the second thing is that these guns are so tight. That's the first time I've been able to pull it out with my finger. Okay. I usually will have to use a knife or whatever. You pull it out, lower the hammer, you bring it out, and it's going to be like this, nice and simple. Barrel, clean. In, there, like this. Put it back on. And the inverted, this is a good part for the inverted rails. See the inverted rails? Okay, it's going to be the exact opposite like your Glocks. You put it in, take this little guy, bring it back a little bit, put it in, and you are good to go. Okay. CZ75 P01 BD variant, chambered in 9mm. This is a must-have if you are a CZ type of guy. My name is Kane. This is Concealded, your home defense network. I hope this